All right, guys, welcome to Comic Crunch, episode 7, season 2. And this is Thunder E here, and I'm going to now stop sharing that screen and move on to some live camera capture. Now you can't see me, right? No. All right. With me, as always, is Mr. Lou Rod, aka Buddha Rod. What's up, man?
I'm good. How are we doing this evening?
We're good. We're good. This week we have some news items and, of course, some shows to go through. So let's kick things off with news item number 1. BvS Batman v Superman ticket sales start Monday the 29th, 7 a.m. Will be available through Fandango and, of course, whatever local movie chain you have. So feel free to go ahead and order your tickets. Also, Regal Cinemas is having a special supersized ticket. They're only going to have 1,000 of these tickets available, and according to Regal Cinemas, it will cost $100 for the ticket, but you can watch Batman v Superman as many times as you want throughout its run in theaters. So if this movie still stays in theaters till June, July, I'm just saying, like whatever, how long, you can still watch it. So that's something that's pretty cool. I also forgot to mention we have a giveaway. I should actually mention that first before we get into all the news. Giveaway is with Moviepass. Let me go ahead and share some of that information with you, if I can even find it. Yada yada yada. So basically, this is part of Moviepass's own big giveaway they're doing for the Oscars, and they contacted me and asked if we wanted to share the giveaway. So I'm just going to just share my screen here for a second so I can just give you guys a look at it. There we go. So this is hashtag Oscars with Moviepass, and Moviepass allows you to basically, if you don't know Moviepass, it allows you to, you buy the pass and you can watch as many movies as you want for your subscription, pretty much. Now their giveaway here will have 2 winners. One person will win a full year of Moviepass, and which means you can watch as many movies as you want in theaters, and the runner-up will get 6 months. Now, the link for the giveaway is down below in the description, so go ahead and check it out, and you can win a Moviepass. You just have to go ahead and answer the questions. It's basically an Oscar setup, so it has all the categories in the Oscar, and you have to select who you think will win. So most likely, if you get a perfect score, you should win that pass, pretty much. So get your Oscar trivia out, make sure you get the selections, and you'll be good to go. So that's that.
Boo.
Oh, you make it sound like you're not going to win that one.
I just don't care for the Oscars. So, boo.
So
the Oscars are boring.
So anyway, it's going to be interesting this year, though, with Chris Rock, I think, and all the whole Oscar so white thing.
Honestly,
it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, and I think it'll be funny. I
just don't care.
All right, since he doesn't care, moving on to other news.
I care about Batman versus Superman, and I already got my tickets.
You got your tickets?
No, I don't. I lied.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man! I was like, seriously, man? Where? How? Tell me. Who do I need to kill?
I figured I'd just mess with you real quick.
Yeah, I see you're rocking your Superman t-shirt over there. So
yeah, today I'm rocking, the man.
Yeah. Just touching up on some of the stuff we talked about earlier in the day. Some people are talking about there's a smear campaign going against Batman v Superman. Well, there's been a lot of negativity in the movie, all the way from Entertainment Weekly broke that Ben Affleck rewrote the whole script while he was on set in his Batman outfit. And I think that's more the fact that he just changed some lines. He changed a few things here and there because it was his own writer, Chris Terrio, who wrote the script for that movie.
Yeah, because, I'm that good. I'm Bruce and the Bat. And it only takes me 10 minutes to write a whole script.
Yes. Something like that. And and we also and there's a lot of stuff in the smear campaign. I'll just say, if you're a fan of Batman vs Superman, just buy your tickets on Monday. Go watch the movie. It's gonna be good. You enjoy. Speaking of which, other news. Could you tell us what is the name of the actor who was cast in Marvel's Iron Fist?
Finn Jones.
Finn Jones. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up his image here for you guys, so you guys can take a good look at Finn Jones himself.
He was the character who portrayed his love for women during the day, but loved men at night.
Yes, he was Prince King Renly's lover in Game of Thrones, and he was supposed to marry Cersei. Yes. So let me just go ahead. I know some people are like, who, what, if you don't watch Game of Thrones. So this is the chap right here. That's him. And he will be playing Iron Fist in Iron Fist, of course, show on Netflix. So what are your thoughts?
Boo. I don't like him. But I will give him the benefit of the doubt and see how he portrays the character. But he definitely wasn't my first choice.
Okay. All right.
I would have preferred Ryan Phillippe over this douchebag.
Ryan Phillippe. Wow.
Ryan Phillippe could at least act.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'm not convinced yet. I like to see what he brings to the table, and also I think I'm playing that height issue. I think he's too tall to be Iron Fist, and also he doesn't. I don't know if he has any martial arts skills. I don't know, so I'm not going to make assumptions. But Iron Fist is a martial artist to the core, so I would like to at least see someone who's had some background in martial arts, so that when you're doing those scenes, it still looks more natural than somebody who isn't. So we'll see how it is. But
I agree.
We just have to wait and see.
Well, look at Charlie Cox. I don't believe he knows any martial arts, and he's pulling it off pretty decent.
Yeah, true. He's not kicking a lot. You should know that, though.
Hey, he's a brawler.
Yeah, he's not kicking a lot. Just to let you know, that's how you. There's a lot of hand-to-hand parrying and stuff like that, which you can teach, especially for scenes. But you can tell that he doesn't kick too high,
and he has nice red eyes.
Yes, he has red eyes this time, which is cool. Yeah. So the Elektra trailer, we did our reaction. You can check out Daredevil season 2 trailer featuring Elektra. It's up. Our reactions, your thoughts on it quickly.
I liked it. Looks like Mr. Murdoch is going to get his freak on in a boxing ring.
Yeah, I know you kept on telling me that. Thank you.
Dude, that was the highlight of the trailer. They're bringing that element into Daredevil this season. Remember last season we didn't get any of that.
Oh, that's true. That is very true.
It was introduced in Jessica Jones, and now they're taking it to a whole new level.
Well, yeah. Anything else in you? I think that's pretty much in the news segment. It wasn't that much this week.
Well, we got Tommy Flanagan from Sons of Anarchy, aka Chibs, heading over to the Marvel world to play some character in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes, true. And oh my god, I just forgot his name. The actor who does the voice of Snake in Metal Gear, just posted on Instagram that he's happy to have brought Doomsday to life. So no one's exactly sure if he does the voice of Doomsday or the Growl, or
really,
we don't know. But he just posted that on Instagram. So I'm sorry, on Twitter. So we'll see. At least he's a good voice actor. He does a good job with Snake. So I don't know. That's just another piece of news out there. Anything else that I'm missing?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Smits joins 24 Legacy.
Who?
Let me show you. I'm just going to share my screen, make it easier. Share. There we go. There he is.
Oh, him?
Yep.
Nero.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I could get behind him. He was pretty good in Dexter, and he was pretty good in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, it looks like that 24 Legacy's adding. There's somebody else that was added this week. I just can't remember. It's getting some really good casts.
It was a female, I believe. For the pilot, they're getting some pretty decent stars. I mean, let's hope Dr. Dre could pull his weight.
Oh yeah, that's right. Not the real Dr. Dre.
I could call him Heath, but Some people might not recognize him as Heath because he's really not getting much screen time on that show.
Yeah. And on a sad note, Rocky actor Tony Burton passed away at age 78. He was, of course, the trainer of Rocky as well as Apollo Creed. His name was, of course, Duke in there. So, yeah, he passed away, but at least he was very instrumental to the franchise.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much it. I think in terms of just pure news in there, and I mean there is word of the Departed TV show. I don't even want to go there. Yeah, I don't want to go there right now. Let's just skip that for a second. We'll see how that fares later on. All right, let's move on to our shows. Let's start off with The Walking Dead. This episode 10 of The Walking Dead season 6. And all right, your thoughts on the episode. What did you like? What you didn't like? And
I want to hear your reaction first.
No, I asked the question.
And I asked the question with the question.
All right. I like the episode. I like the time jump a little bit. It was like a little time jump, not that much.
2 months.
Yeah. So there's a little time jump forward. I like that aspect. I like the introduction of Jesus. I thought it was cool. He seemed, because I've heard from you, I've heard from other people about, this character Jesus. He's a badass, but I like the slightly hippie-ish vibe that you got from him. Like, okay, because he looks like he's a runner, right? Like one of the people who run for you couldn't tell that he can actually fight. He can escape. He's got all these skill sets that's in there. So I like that introduction of him. And I also liked seeing Rick in a good place because he needs to get there before Negan gets there. Like that's how I see it. I think the show creators were like, we need to bring Rick back because he's going to go through another level of hell. He can't just keep going down, So.
Well, what they did was great. Because that whole incident with Carl getting shot, the next few issues are boring as shit. And no one wants to see Rick mopey dopey by Carl's bedside pretty much all day, every day, while Carl was at his little coma before he came out of it and did what he had to do. The portrayal of Jesus was on point. When I say on point, I felt like I was watching him come off the pages. His interactions with the ropes and the way he talked with Rick. You got to understand, Daryl's not in the comic, so I can't remember might have been Glenn that was there, but his portrayal was awesome. I like the little stuff they did, and Rick got himself some jungle fever, man.
We haven't even gone to that yet. So this is how Jesus looks like in there. With the beard and all that stuff. This is images from the next episode, definitely. I mean, it says recap, but it pretty much is. Sorry. Can you see it now?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, all right. So that's Jesus. Yeah, I mean, the big thing in the episode it wasn't even at first he was like Jesus and Jesus was the biggest reveal. But from the very beginning, when I saw Michonne in there with like the towel on her head, I was like,
they were playing the big old little family that,
Yeah, it's like
they were planting that seed to us.
I was like, And
the only issue I had with that scene was the fact that they were stank. They needed a bath.
Wow. Sorry, Mr. Hygiene. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. If I'm going to get down, we need to be clean, baby.
So, yeah, it was good. I also like that end scene because they're in the bed naked. And then his sister's like, Rick. And they both get up. And she's like, he's like, you need to talk.
Just like the comic, dude. That's why they didn't show you how he got out of his stuff, but he would always get out, which made it so great.
The way I see it, Seuss, is, I mean, we know Glenn is going to die. So I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know because, there was 2 different endings shot for that particular episode. They can go one of 2 ways.
Glenn or Daryl?
It's most likely Glenn or Daryl.
Yeah.
Or a mysterious character that we don't know about that they're going to put the bat to the head, which I can't wait.
Yeah, no. And anyway, Jackie, we will answer the question once we go through the other show. So just stay tuned. So the next show, of course, is Supergirl, which was on Monday. What do you think of the episode?
Like I told the buddy last night, Supergirl has gotten better with each episode.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I liked the growth of the episodes. I mean, like, you know, they're now using Cat as a moral instrument, even though she shouldn't be, but she's somebody who's been through a lot in her life. So when she's even giving what's his name advice, you know, Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, I'm getting advice from Cat, man. That means something's really wrong. You know, when he was telling Supergirl, it's like, if she's telling me the right things to do and I know it's right, we know we've stepped across that boundary, you know. And it was a cool episode. I like the beginning, even with Non coming in. You know, I like that he was like, look, I can kill you anytime, but it's your aunt's funeral, so let's do this.
He's a cocky bastard.
Yeah. You see, but see, this is the thing I don't get, right? Sorry, I don't get. I get. Again, like I said, because they cannot really bring Superman yet, and they don't want to, probably. So I think they're holding it off as much as possible to bring Superman to like a season 2 mid-season episode or something like that. You know, a much more, especially after Batman v Superman, you want to do that anyway. Like at that point, having your own Superman is not so bad. But shouldn't she be calling Superman after she, you know, the end of the episode? You see the whole thing with the myriad. You know, the myriad thing that, you know, the AI was like, oh, I can't answer it. It's top secret. You know, that's when you call Kal-El, like, hey, shit might be going down. By the way, there's also like 7 Kryptonians here, just to let you know.
Those are the things that you can nitpick the show on. But next week we're going to the Fortress of Solitude. So maybe she gets some answers there.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's been fun. I have to say that the first few episodes, ever since I think it was episode what, 3 or 4?
4
is when it's really gotten better. So it's been fun, you know. I like what they're doing. I'm enjoying the show. You know, they're doing a good thing with it. It's just, oh, man, I can't remember the exact line. But her little reference to someone, I'm trying to figure out who was she trying to reference. That other guy. Like if there's another hero.
It was Batman. Yeah, it was Batman.
So she's referencing Batman?
Yeah, referencing Batman. Something about like beating up people, something like that. It was Batman. I was like, oh, it's a Batman reference.
So he's in her universe too.
Yeah, no, they all are. They all are, but the way they do it in this is like a traditional, it's almost like a Marvel. You know how Marvel, even though like the movies are connected, it's always like everybody's thing is very individual, like their movies are. So they're doing this one like that, which is why Clark won't show up. Like, you know, this is my city unless you call for help. I'm not showing up. That's how they're doing it, which is why when you're going to see Flash come in, like Flash is the only person who is going to break all those boundaries because that's also part of his power set, right? He can.
I think Flash is coming from a different dimension.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. He's the only person who can do that.
Okay.
And the reason why is he probably gets lost from a fight with Zoom.
I don't know if he's going to get lost with a fight with Zoom. I'm thinking he's going to try to get back to Earth 2, and instead of going to Earth 2, he ends up on Earth 3.
Oh yeah, whichever Earth it is. I mean,
I'm calling Supergirl's Earth 3.
Yeah. No. Well, technically, let's put it this way: Earth 1 is the movie universe. Earth 2 is Flash, Arrow, and DC Legends of Tomorrow. Edge 3 is the one where Zoom is, and Earth 4 is Supergirl.
No.
Yes.
You could count it that way, but the movie universe don't count in my book.
The BvS is going to cross over. You know that very soon.
Yeah, eventually you're going to get the TV version of Flash that's going to cross them over with some Infinite on Crisis shit, which, hey, I'm down for it.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. It'd be crazy how they do it. But yeah, Supergirl was cool. It was good. What about Flash? What do you think about Flash?
I really enjoyed Flash this week too.
Flash.
I mean, granted, you know, King Shark was 20 feet tall.
They made him bigger. They made him bigger than he was the first time they showed him. Yeah.
Yes, I caught that, and I'm like, dude, does King Shark get bigger every time he gets angry?
Oh yeah. Oh, anytime he gets like a good ocean, salt water bath, it's like, whoo.
Homie was able to tear off a roof of a house. So, homie got some issues.
Yeah, it was a good episode all around. I liked the fact that what do you call it again? They brought in Diggles and the other half. You don't have to bring, you just don't have to bring in Arrow himself. You can bring in parts of the team, that kind of thing.
It was fun to bring in Diggle Wiggle, but I wanted to see the new helmet. I was a little disappointed about that.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it. Remember, they would showcase it and like, Cisco sent it over, that kind of thing. That's how they usually do it. So we'll see that there. But it was cool. It was good to see him like, take on King Shark in the water. That's Flash. Like he's like, I don't care where you are. Like I can run fast anyway. So I like that aspect of it too.
It was fun. Caitlin being Caitlin like always, but whatever.
But I like that. I like the end though. I like when she spooked what's his name? Cisco. Because even I myself was like, for a second, I was like, wait, how did she? Is there and then boom. Then of course we get the big reveal. So
before we get to the reveal, at least now they touched the fact that we know where Jay Garrett's been sleeping.
Oh, the beds around, right?
They got some beds up in Star Labs, so now that puts that question to rest. Where Jay's been going and why Jay don't do nothing.
So let's do this here. The big reveal. We found out who is under the Zoom mask. It is Jay Garrick. That is. I say that's not his real name. What do you say about the big reveal? And I'll explain myself first after you go.
I saw that. Well, I'll be real. I read it because I hadn't watched the episode yet. And once I saw that they showed the reveal, I was, clicking the link. I wanted to know who it was. And then I read the theories to where he could be someone known as the Identity. So, let's see where they go with this.
I get that. So my thing is this, right? So far, we've seen 3 Jay Garricks. 3. At least the person called Jay Garrick. We saw Hunter Zolomon on Earth, right? Earth 1, right? While he was sitting there with Caitlin. And then we know under the mask, it's also the same face. Same face. This is my own theory. My theory is the guy in the iron mask is Jay Garrick.
Yeah, the real Jay Garrick.
The real Jay Garrick. And that's Hunter Zolomon. And Hunter Zolomon, just like the other guy, did something. I don't know how there are 3 of them. I can understand 2. I just can't right now. I can't calculate why there are 3. Or maybe it's a clone of his, which is why he lost speed, because all he gave him was velocity 6 or something. That's all I can think of.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or maybe this is actually Jay Garrick from Earth 3. I mean, Hunter Zolomon from Earth 3. Maybe this is where we now get the fact that there are more Earths than just 1 and 2. Because they haven't really told the audiences. We've seen it, right? We know it as fans, comic book fans, but general audiences don't know that there's more than 1 Earth.
They keep dropping the Easter egg with the 52.
Yeah, this Easter egg, but it's not clear. It's not like it's like, oh, the 52. So maybe this is Hunter Zolomon from Earth 3 who's come over and he's and he's Zoom. So that's my theory anyway.
That works. I mean,
yeah.
Only time will tell is when we have to wait till March 22nd.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be hiatus. Hey all, hi Sean. Next up is Arrow. And of course, fans love her. Vexen, she's in. And somebody needs to go. That's as far as I'm concerned.
I already said that. I said they could get rid of Laurel.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So what do you think of the episode?
I enjoyed it. I never watched anything with Vexen, and I'm like, I like what they did with her. They need to bring her on full time.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. I mean, I liked it too. I still haven't watched the Seed episodes, but I like the fact that they just jumped right in and say, hey, look, Barry and I met her last year while we were doing like some stuff in Detroit and stuff like that. And I'm like,
well, they've always said that her little cartoon was part of the universe.
Yeah.
So It was, her character was fun. Damien Dark swear he thinks he's Darth Vader and shit with all these force chokes.
Yeah, and he got basically bitched right there. I love the fact that they actually went in with a plan, and but this is the one thing I want to tell anyone who's watching: the biggest playboy in the DC universe is not Bruce Wayne. The biggest playboy in the DC universe is Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. And you saw it right there when the mother of his child was apologizing to his ex-girlfriend for cheating on her to have a baby while his fiance is sitting right there in a wheelchair.
Player.
That is, and minus the fact that you now have the ex-girlfriend's sister was also part of it too.
Oliver was getting it in, boy.
Yeah. This call into it, he is the biggest, and that's not something they made up for the show. It's in the comic books. That's how Bruce Wayne pretends to be a playboy just so he can keep appearances. He's really Batman. Batman is his real name. Bruce Wayne is just an alias.
That's his alter ego.
Yeah. So
I did not feel bad for Laurel at all.
No, I didn't. See that part where they're trying to bring some sympathy there for Laurel. I get it, where it shouldn't have been with her dad. It should have been with maybe Thea or Diggle, where she's like, man, I'm feeling a little slighted, but I shouldn't be. Like, I should walk it off, like, just a little bit. But that part where, I saw her dad's reaction. He was like, sorry.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah. But it's true, though. He's like, look, we all know Oliver has passed that time in his life. And so there's really nothing to hold on. Plus, the guy is trying to, save the city every single week. So you might want to chill on that. But yeah, Vexen was cool. Her powers, they used it well. I like the cool. You don't have to, because in the comic book they always show like the animal around her all the time. I just like the fact that they just show it activate, because that's all you need to do. That's why I bring her into the show is cheap special effects. You don't have to do too much. Even if she gets her own show, you don't have to show it, because as long as she you hear the gorilla sound and you just see the gorilla flash, she's super strong at that point. So I'm like, this is cool. It
was. I saw that. I was like, well, damn, why can't they bring the Green Lantern in? Green Lantern can do some stupid shit like this too.
Yeah, but that's just overpowering right there. It's complete overpowering. We'll keep it like that. But I like the fact they went to somebody with magic to try and solve an issue, and we know Constantine is in hell because they can't use him right now, even though they want to. So
her magic was weak compared to Damien Dark's.
Yeah, the thing about it is she didn't use it right initially. I think she had to go to like a heavier animal, like a gorilla or something, something big, where
to break the damn thing.
Yeah, it's just harder. But it was a cool episode. I liked it. The whole Felicity leaving him at the end, I was like, Felicity, that's childish though. Seriously, that's
honest. But see, that pissed me off because just prior to this episode, they leaked the photo of them standing at their fucking wedding altar.
Yeah, they did, but that was that's fine if that happens. For Felicity as a character, like, you were there. The woman told you, I told him not to tell anyone.
Yeah, but she wasn't mad about that one. She got over that one. She was pissed that she walks in on Oliver giving William away, like telling him the story and all this and that. And she felt slighted that he didn't converse with her, which in reality, why do I need to converse with you about me giving up my son? I get it. You want to have an opinion, but you could have your opinion going forward. This is a matter that your opinion doesn't matter because I wasn't going to follow it anyway.
Yeah, and then of course with all the anger, the electric trip
works. Just gave her the power to walk again,
and she just is like bounced there. So
left the chair as a goodbye present, Oliver.
Yeah. So that moves us to DC Legends of Tomorrow. In the year 2046, there is no Green Arrow. There's only Connor Hawk, aka
Diggle Wiggle Jr.
Yes. So Legends of Tomorrow, episode 6, I believe.
Yes.
For the first season. They crash land in 2046. I had one major problem in the episode, just one.
What was that?
Who the hell did they cast as Deathstroke? That guy was weak. 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 And that's the person that cut off Oliver's hand? Oh, come on. No.
Hey. But see, now that's what gives me something to hope for season 5. That we get a glimpse of who's going to be the villain for season 5. Grant Wilson?
No. They should recast that person.
Well, they can recast him, not use that Dinwiddie because he did.
Oh, he was terrible. Like literally, okay. I see Connor Hawk. I was like, okay, he's cool. I mean, like I see me. He's unpolished. He's got to be. I was like, he's got to be Diggle's son. I mean, he's got to be.
Jackie, I agree.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
I liked how.
That's right. Yes, I was just reading Jackie's stuff too. Yeah, I definitely agree. But he did look old though. I like the makeup there. He actually did look.
Yeah,
old.
they did the makeup nice. You know, they gave him that old rough, battered, willed look. I like the choice that Connor Hawk was Diggle Wiggle Jr. instead of Oliver Queen's kid.
Yeah, and I also liked I like the little sub story that they're trying to put there with Heatwave and Cold. To see the fact that Heatwave is really nuts. That's his problem. And Captain Cold is not that crazy after all. Like Captain Cold's like, okay, my partner is, I don't think I can hold him in check that much longer. So, that was cool. That was cool to see.
And honestly, Rip Hunter's getting on my last nerve.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I like the guy who plays Rip Hunter. I think he's fine. I think they're writing him and they're not writing him too well. So, like the first episode, he was cool. The second episode, to me, that shows you like they're writing him a certain way to kind of amp the annoyances. I think they need to scale it back a bit, and they need to do a round robin of annoyances. Let somebody else be the annoyance this week, and just go around the team. There's enough people to go around. We
don't have to have an annoying character of the week. Let's just focus on the story. Try to do what we got to do.
This is look. I'm just saying the truth. CW.
It's a CW show.
There's going to be an annoyance. So just take it. Just somebody else can be the annoyance for the week.
So
See. Remember last week's annoyance was Professor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But his was a little bit more focused and made sense because he was trying to protect the kid, and he felt like, what, I did drag him here, so I don't want to be involved.
I mean, we had the little love triangle between, Jackson, Ray, and Kendra. And Kendra basically says, homie, I'm not looking to date. I got issues. And my issues have issues.
Exactly. That was cool. It was nice. It was nice to have that. So it was good. It was good all around, I think, for all shows this week. And
yeah, it was. It was a good week for the CW shows. I have to admit.
Nothing next week except Supergirl. So
Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, and Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl. So next week, we're going to take more questions. So any comic book questions you have, TV shows, that kind of stuff, let us know. But we can answer some questions now. And going back to Jackie's question, she says, obviously, we haven't seen the movie, but do you guys think Batman v Superman will have high rewatchability? My answer is yes.
Hell yeah, especially when they released the rated R version.
Yeah. So Jackie says, I enjoyed Man of Steel, but I didn't feel I needed to see it again. I say, have you seen it again? Have you seen it again at home? I say Man of Steel holds up much better than any current comic book movie, like afterwards, at home. I'm not trying to slight anyone in any comic movie. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, but that one really, after I watched it in the movie theater,
I watched it twice in theaters. I watched it maybe once at home. I just can't watch it that much. I'm
going to say I watched it once in the theater, and it took me a minute after I had got it to watch it at home because I just didn't really feel the need to watch it again. It didn't excite me like that.
The one Marvel movie that I can rewatch constantly is, I'll say I can watch the first Avengers.
I watched the first Avengers at least 4 times after I got it at home. And it was more like, I watched it by myself. Then I had my kids here. We watched it together. And then like me and the boy, we watched it again. But Avengers 2, I can honestly say.
No,
it doesn't hold up well.
I watched that movie once. I've seen it a couple of times on TV. But I just watched it once. Then again, I'm a Superman fan, so I'm skewed. Just to let you know that. But I think Man of Steel holds up better. Like I always complain about fight scenes, and since I think that movie has the best fight scene in any comic book movie, second place would be Winter Soldier for me. So I can watch it again. And again, Jor-El was badass in the beginning. I didn't get Jor-El, who was old crumpy scientist. We got Action Jackson Jor-El. So,
Well, they use Russell Crowe's skill set nicely.
yeah. Sean Lawrence says, sorry, disagree. Way better superhero movies. What are you disagreeing to, Sean? I'm kind of confused. If you let me know, that would be great. You can start typing. I'll wait patiently. But yeah, I think it's good rewatchability in there for Batman v Superman. I think just from the different fights alone and the story setups. I mean, from what we know from the rumors, both good and bad, we know Batman, everybody says Batman is great. About 70% of rumors says like Luthor is also great. And then we've also had Wonder Woman steals the show. So Sean says the Man of Steel holds up against other movies watchability wise. Which movie would you prefer as your most watchable superhero movie? I disagree with you. I like I said, if you put Avengers 2, I'll just say no, because that movie was not that good.
The only way you can watch Avengers 2 again, just mute the TV.
But yeah, what movie has more rewatchability for you anyway?
Well, this isn't a comic book movie, but The Force Awakens.
First Avengers? Yeah, I can give you First Avengers. Yeah, I can definitely do that. But First Avengers, for me, there's certain thing. Again, the action sequences don't do anything for me. So they're fun, but they're cheesy. Except when the Hulk was destroying those big things. That's pretty much it. I know I'm an action snob. I pretty much said it. But yeah, I agree. I can give you the First Avengers, definitely. Yeah, any more questions, guys?
It's one of those where I'm probably going to watch it before I go watch Batman vs Superman, just to refresh myself.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do. I mean, granted, I watched it recently. I think beginning of the year I watched it, so I'll watch it again. I'll probably speed watch it this time. I can skip through a bunch of things and see it. Hopefully, I'm trying to watch Batman v Superman early. See if I can get tickets. That's what I'm working on, so I can give you my review, non-spoiler. My spoiler review will come up right either before the movie or the day of the movie. We'll do that. But if I can do it early and give you non-spoiler, I'll break it down to the characters and plot, that kind of thing. Sean says, what's up with the reboot of DC Comic Book Universe? Well, the DC 52 didn't do too well. They killed off they always kill off characters, but they also de-aged all the superheroes. So Batman, Superman, all of them were younger in 52, and which means they killed off the Teen Titans and a lot of secondary characters. Didn't do too well, so they're doing a rebirth, where rebirth is also where they're renumbering everything. So I think it's starting all the way from 1 again, or something like that.
Boy.
So
stupidity.
We'll see. No, I think it's fine in terms of just hitting the brakes and chill with all your crazy storylines and redo it. He does it all the time anyway, so it's not like
I'm with John Snepp on this. They need to stop doing what they're doing.
Yeah, no, but they need to stop doing 52, and they needed to do something new. So,
I mean, granted, I don't read the DC comics. I don't read the Marvel comics. I only read The Walking Dead because that's what has my interest.
I haven't read a comic in a little bit. I still have some comics I have to start reading, but I've been listening to audiobooks lately, and I'm so busy. So,
and even that, I still haven't finished the Force Awakens novel.
I see.
Oh, because it's just, and it's on audiobook.
So you said, yeah, I just remember now. You mentioned Force Awakens rewatchability. I don't know for me if that's going to be rewatchable though. You know why?
Shit.
No. Don't get me wrong. I like the movie. But this is my problem I faced with the movie when I was watching it. I was watching it with Sam, and I could predict every single scene. And we were predicting it way before the scenes came up. We're like,
oh, you know,
it was too predict. No, I mean, that's the movie of all the movies in terms of superheroes, anything I watch. That's the movie I saw the least any leaks on. So I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, I just knew generally what was going to happen. I didn't know, but I literally just went through the process of telling myself, "Oh, Han Solo here. Oh, they're going to escape. Oh, he's going to die. Yes, this is the place he's going to die." And he's like, I was just kind of like, okay. So that's why I say rewatching it for me might be a little harder, just because.
I'm going to rewatch it because I'm buying the Blu-ray set because I want to see those 7 deleted scenes.
Interesting.
I want to see Ben hang out in the Millennium Falcon when they crash land on the snow planet. I want to. Well, we won't see Maz Kanata bring the roof down on the stormtroopers because they're not going to add that to the special features, but I wish they would. That would have been cool.
That would be cool, yeah. In terms of, Jackie has a question. Do you think the Nightmare Batman scene is a misdirect? Crazy Fan Theory says that the scene is a future sequence of Flash. I would tell you now, Flash is not in this movie in that kind of capacity. Flash is going to make a blur because his outfit is not done. And most likely he's going to be in the end credit sequence. If
His
you watch,
outfit's done.
No. It's done now. But when they were shooting the movie 2 years ago, it wasn't done. So
I mean, we had one of the things we missed this week was the fact that Zack Snyder and Jason Momoa took a picture. They tweeted out. We saw the Aquaman suit, and some people are speculating could that be Nightwing's suit with Flash in that little corner.
Yes, some people were speculating that. Let me see, Zack Snyder, and I'm trying to find the image. I thought I had it.
And yes, Sean, The Force Awakens was almost like a New Hope remake.
Yeah, was why it was easy for me to predict everything.
But I didn't have a problem with that.
No, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying rewatchability is harder for me because, I'm watching stuff that I already know. You know what I mean?
It's just, I'm gonna watch it.
No, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. So this is the image here from Zack Snyder. Go here, share, present to screen. So here's the image. Schneider is looking super tired, man.
Yeah, he does look tired. He looks worn down.
Yeah, Schneider he's a big dude. I mean, in terms of like he works out. He's all about fitness and set. Of course, Jason Momoa here is all super happy. We can see the Batman cowl. This is a female character here, and you can see of course, the chest area pointing out. There is what looks, I think some people say it's an Amazonian helmet right here. I think that is Atlantean, actually. That's my guess. We move back here. We see Flash. This is, of course, Aquaman's armor.
Now, what if that is actually another Batman suit?
Some people say maybe. I don't think so, just because of this cut here. It could be Nightwing. Now, of course, the rumor is that Nightwing is Agent 37 in Suicide Squad. And Agent 37 is being played by none other than Clint Eastwood's son. He doesn't have a name, but I'm thinking that's what it's going to be. Because Scott Eastwood, yeah, Scott Eastwood. So anyway, these are all the things. And then there's this guy here with the mask around the face. Don't know who that is. And of course, they're blocking something behind us, which is probably something more revealing in there. So those are some interesting images all around.
Yeah, but April 11th is when they start filming.
Yeah, April 11th is when they start filming. But I think the Nightmare sequence, the one rumor I've heard is it is Wonder Woman who causes the sequence on Batman because she's holding an ancient artifact and Batman touches it, and then that's when he gets the Nightmare sequence. That's what I'm saying. But not before. Remember, the toy was called Nightmare Batman. It's called Future something Batman now. So basically,
well, that was to probably conceal the scene's true nature.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I'll watch it in the theater, and then I'm gonna look forward to that Blu-ray.
Yeah, exactly. So the Blu-ray is going to be R-rated. Now, a lot of people have said this is because Warner Brothers is trying to capitalize on Deadpool. That is absolutely not true. This movie was submitted to the MPA in September of 2015 to be rated R. That's when it was rated R. And the MPAA posted it on the 24th.
But let's be real. Just that one scene where Batman is choke slamming, rock bottom, and doing all sorts of other crazy shit. Just take it up a notch, and he's really going all out.
Yeah. I mean, the description says scenes of violence, so which means some of the action sequences were cut off just because of violence. The other aspect too is that the producer of the movie, I've forgotten his name again, last year did an interview and said, yeah, there will be a director's cut. Snyder always likes to do ultimate cuts. I just watched the ultimate cut of Watchmen 2 days ago, 3 hours. That movie is so good, and the ultimate cut even makes it, to me, is a little bit better.
Dude, the ultimate cuts of certain movies make the movie better. There's no other way. The best movies to watch that are ultimate cut are all the Lord of the Rings, even the Hobbit ones, because it makes the story flow so much better. And I will never stop preaching it. That's why I kind of wish The Force Awakens would have a director's cut, or Avengers 2 would have had the director's cut, because then it would have explained a lot better storylines to that stupid time machine, that hot tub, and all the other uselessness that they did. Pathetic.
Yeah. So I mean, it's that. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, save them up for next week. And again, we have a giveaway. This is with Moviepass. This is with basically the giveaway is in conjunction with the Oscars there. So use the link down below. The giveaway link is there. If you can name all the winners for the Oscars, there are 2 winners. There'll be 2 winners for the giveaway. The first winner will win a 1-year full movie pass with Moviepass.com, which means you can watch a movie anytime you want, with the number of theaters that they partner with. And the runner-up will win 6 months of the same movie pass. So use the link down below, enter into the contest. All right, guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. If you want to check out more stuff on the channel, go ahead and do that. And also do hit the subscribe button. Follow Mr. Lou Rod, now Butter Rod.
Buddha.
Buddha. I'm going to call him Buddha.
It's Buddha.
I know, Buddha Rod on Twitter. That's his handle. And of course, mine is Bored at Work on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all those places. You can find me there. So join us next week, and also join us tomorrow at 12 p.m. for the weekly tech roundup show. And this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.